80% of the time, I'm questioning whether I should even be doing this anymore. Even when I started to make money, I wasn't sure whether I should continue to do it or not. There were parts of it I just didn't enjoy doing. Because there were parts of it I didn't enjoy doing, I thought, well, maybe this isn't completely for me. Now that I'm 51 years old, built a bunch of businesses, I realize there's no element of any business that you're going to love every single part of. But what I do know is when I would come to events like this, oftentimes I was going through some pain. Whether that was financial pain, relationship pain, emotional pain, maybe I wasn't making the money I wanted to, questioning whether I should. Do any of you relate to any of those kind of things at all, yes or no? Okay, cool. So let's be real, me too. And what I realized is I was reading Think and Grow Rich Again recently, said on the other side of temporary pain, you meet your other self. If you can survive the temporary, you'll meet another version of you. 80% of the time, I'm questioning what.
Woo! Rise and shine, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. How to kick off the day with a little bit of Ed Milet, and it's actually exactly where my training is going to be coming from today. We have a quick one, short and sweet, but this is actually from the event that we attended about 2 weeks ago. And I'm telling you, Ed is one of my favorite speakers from all around the world. I've been studying him religiously for a long time, and his mindset, his passion, and his story is actually very similar to mine. In fact, his father is on the alcoholic side, and for me, I dealt with it for my mother's side. So being able to see him, grow through so many trials and adversities and still be able to become literally one of the top entrepreneurs in the space. If you don't know, Ed Milet's net worth is over 800 million. So it's pretty amazing to see that you can come from an unqualified background and be able to go ahead and make yourself qualified. So I love to see it, fam. Great topic coming in for today. Let me know, what is everybody grateful for? And let's go ahead and get started into the 4 Ds of adversary, right? And I've noticed this, any champion, anybody who is great, they still went through these 4 Ds. So if you feel them, know that you are not alone. And this is a part of the process that we get to, we get to grow through. So let's go ahead and get live on IG, and it is game time. Here we go. The 4 Ds to adversity. It's crucial. I'm telling you, when you know it ahead of time, you're not going to be afraid when you start to see them come up on the path. It's kind of like a mentor going up the mountain. A mentor can show you what's coming before we even get there. That's kind of the idea here. I want to show you guys before you get up a couple corners, up a couple miles, what is going to be there, so we can go ahead and get ready. We can prepare. We can get our tools. We can get everything we need, so we're ready to go. Oh, I'm telling you, many need to hop on today because I can feel it universally. There's so many that's experiencing different parts of life right now. I'm throwing so much love and blessings over to Shane, right? For any of you guys that know what is going on, please send some love. Please send some hearts. Please send some joy to Shane. People need it right now. So there's never been a more important time to show love, be a community, and really just use this collective energy to boost each other up, right? Because it's huge. It's needed right now. That's just one. I can tell you guys literally handfuls of stories that I'm going through before and after these calls of what so many are dealing with. So I know for a fact that this call is needed, and adversary is right here with all of us. It's something that we're all dealing with. So I know it's not a topic. I don't care who you are. Everybody needs this. Love it. So I'm sending prayers and love. Let's get in for today. I'd be a bad mentor if I did not equip you with these tools. I'm telling you, we can talk about the sunshine and rainbows, but if you don't learn about the other side, this is why the Bible talks about both sides, right? The Bible does not just talk about all the amazing and the bright things. We also learn the other side of the story so we can really have perspective. And there's a reason for that. So let's go ahead and get into a 4 Ds of adversary. Okay, number 1. What do you guys think the biggest D that stops most individuals out of the 4? What do you think the biggest D is? What word pops out to your mind? They say most people live till 75, but they pass away mentally at 25. Why do you think that is? So many give up on their dreams is because this is the biggest dream killer right here. It's not hurricanes. It's not car crashes. It's not lightning strikes. Believe it or not, the biggest dream, and it's not even guns. The biggest dream killer is doubt. Doubt. Think about that. Doubt kills more dreams than anything else ever will. When you really think about it, this is why they say the graveyard is the wealthiest place, because most take their dreams, ideas, and aspirations because we doubted ourselves. We doubted it could work. We doubted success was possible for us. We doubted that we could really change not just ourselves, not just our family, but maybe we doubted we could change lineages. Okay? So when it comes to doubt, we've all been there. We've all doubted ourselves when it comes to, could be school, could be sports, could be going out and doing many different things. And the problem is, as we grow up and as we experience doubt, we start to develop what is called analysis paralysis, where whenever we want to do something new, we think about all the failures. We think about all the things that didn't go right. This is why if I were to give anybody an exercise today, drop a 3 down below if you want to demolish, if you want to obliterate your doubt right here, right now. Let me know. Because if the answer is yes, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to show you exactly how to knock it in the face. Because there's no way to get to the next level, to get to the levels that we're looking to get to, if we're carrying a huge load of doubt every day. There's no way. I can tell you personally, because I've been there. I can tell you right now, doubt is like freaking trying to carry an elephant with you everywhere you go. We feel like we can be doing all this work, but we're just dragging. And I remember I used to always ask my mentor, I was like, what do I need to do so I can let go of this freaking weight? Because I don't know about you, but this weight gets heavy after a while. It gets tiring. I wanted to just be able to let it go. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be like an elephant where you could take away the rope from my neck and let me actually move. You guys know the feeling? Okay, I'm going to give it to you. You ready? I paid a good amount of money to get with my mentor, and this was one of the first exercises that he gave me. And I'm not going to lie, this is not going to be an easy exercise, but I can promise you, if you take the time to do it, if you believe in yourself, you are going to feel completely different, and it's going to change your life. Okay, I've told you this before, but maybe you'll take it seriously this time. He said, D, I want you to go ahead and write 500 things that you've accomplished in your life that you didn't know that you could do at one time. I said, what? He said, yeah, 500. 500 things that you've accomplished that you might not have known that you could do. And he's like, well, let me go ahead and give you a handful. He said, have you gotten through 12th grade? I said, yeah, I actually went to college. He's like, well, guess what? You just completed 16 right there. First grade was new. You had never been in second grade before. Third grade was a completely different level. So think about it. Every grade of school was something that we never did before. That's 16 things right there. How many of you guys have ever ridden a bike? You ever went snowboarding, skiing? You ever went on a plane? You ever went on a first date? Have you guys ever tried food that you've never eaten before? Well, guess what? These are all little accomplishments that we might have forgotten all along the way. So he said, when I ask most people this exercise, they end up saying, well, I can think of 30 nice things, but I can think of 1,000 negative things. Well, that's the problem. We're so quick to think about all of our failures, what we did wrong, what didn't go right in our life, that we've actually forgotten some of the amazing things that we've done in our life. In fact, let me just give you guys something to put at the top of your mind right now. Give me one of your best memories, one of your best accomplishments that you can think of where you felt joy, you felt excited, you had family members maybe hugging you, calling you, congratulating. What was that moment? What did you feel? Tell me what you felt. Tell me what you saw, and what did you hear? What was that moment? Getting a promotion? For me, graduating college, I thought that was the biggest accomplishment in the world at the time. Pretty exciting. 4 years, 33K, that was ready to be done. Still hearing the congratulations. So we've all done it, but it just takes remembering it. And when we can remember all of these wins and all of these amazing things we've already done, well, guess what? The next time that we have an obstacle, the next time that we have a step to climb over, the next time that we have something to go ahead and pursue to get through, we can remember all of the wins that we've already done, all of the amazing things that we've already accomplished, and to know what's coming next. Everything that we've already done set us up. Everything is a stepping stone to allow us to get to new levels with new wisdom, experience, and knowledge. So that's my first exercise for everybody. I do this every single year. A new list of 500 things that I've done well and accomplished. Because even for me, it's easy to forget everything. I've traveled around the country. I've spoken in front of tens of thousands of people. I've been able to play in the World Series for Team USA when I was 12 years old on ESPN. How many cool things do we forget all the time? So let that come back up to your memory and remember how great you already are. That's number one. That's the D. Let's get rid of the freaking D. Is that okay? Can we get rid of the doubt? Number two. Number two is going to be Wealthy Pips in the building. My guy. What's good? I see you, Gustavo. Discouraged. You ready? D is going to be discouraged. Okay. Setbacks, haters, critiques. If doing something big makes you nervous, I'm here to tell you right now, this is something that nobody can get away from. I was just talking about this yesterday. When was this? This was about 3 weeks ago. I had a really great friend of mine. Okay. Quick story. He's a pastor. And he reached out to me. I've been wanting to talk to him because he's lost his son. He's been going through some pretty serious adversaries. And when he lost his son, he got into ministry and he started pastoring. I loved it. It completely changed his life. It gave him purpose. It gave him something excited to wake up for every day. And I've been watching his story. You know, I've been showing love. And he reached out to me a couple weeks ago. And he's like, D, I've got a service this morning at 7 a.m. I want you to go ahead and come by. I said, of course. Say less. I'll be there. So I go there, and it was a phenomenal message and sermon. And the story of the day was the story of Paul. Drop a 444 down below if you guys know the story of Paul. Seb in the building, my brother. It's good to see you. So if you guys know the story of Paul, Paul went around to, I'll give you just a quick gist of it, okay? Paul went around to different churches to speak the word, right? To speak the gospel. And he had so many individuals that called him crazy, thought he was insane, tried to ridicule him, in fact, tried to completely beat and batter him. And you know what he did? He did nothing but get more focused. He moved with more love. He moved with more intention. And you notice that he moved around to impact the masses. He traveled. He went to different places. He didn't just stay in one spot. And it made me think about exactly what we're doing right here, right now. We're impacting the masses. We're moving around. We're dealing with people that are talking. We're dealing with hate. We're dealing with negativity. So it just goes to show, if Paul was dealing with it, if so many others in the Bible were dealing with these things, what makes us think that we get to run away from it? We don't. So knowing that ahead of time, I learned a couple acronyms. Here's a perfect acronym. Acronym number one, haters. You guys remember this one? Who knows it? Having anger towards everyone reaching success. So if you feel like you might have any haters inside of your life, remember this. You might be a version of what they wish they could be doing. If you have anybody in your life that's telling you, well, that might be a scam, remember this. I learned this years ago. People that say it's a scam, they might still be cooking at McDonald's. They might still be confused about money. So don't be willing to take opinions from people who don't have the results that we're looking for. Help me out a lot along the journey, okay? Number 3, delusional. People that end up going through adversity, it's very easy to get delusional. It's easy to lose vision. It's easy to let go of what it is that we once saw because things get foggy. Life happens, bills, medical issues. I know so many different stories where people are getting hit by adversity right now. And I notice this is one of the biggest things that gets people foggy. You can be consistent for 6 months straight, a year straight, and you could have something happen with your family, an illness, something, and it completely knocks us off our chair. I've been there. That happened to me earlier this year. I literally got blindsided. I had no idea where this was coming from. And it really made me a bit delusional. I was thinking some thoughts that I haven't thought in a long time. One of the toughest months of my life at the beginning of this year. So here's what I had to do, okay? I had to take time to go ahead and get myself clear-minded. I had to take time to get closer with my Creator. And isn't it interesting? I'm still a little sick getting back from Vegas, by the way. If you hear it on my nose, it's because of the cold. It was like 40 freaking degrees over there. We're over in Florida. I'm not used to dealing with that. So hopefully this gets knocked out in a couple of days. But when it comes to delusional, we've created thoughts and patterns and beliefs that might not be conducive and might not be able to sustain what it is that we are looking to do. Hold on, my phone's getting blown up. Give. Boom, here we go. Love it. Humility in Florida, yes. So we've created thoughts, beliefs, and patterns that might not be conducive to our growth when we're going through life, when we're going through medical issues, when we're going through somebody's hurt in the family, somebody's might be sick right now. And I just had a call before I got on this live. I said, listen, you've been in the hospital for a week straight taking care of your significant other. And you want to know what he texted me this morning? Just so you guys can see that you're not the only one who's going through adversity right now. I wasn't even going to show this, but God is just speaking to and through me. He said, someone needs to see this message for today. So let me show you. Here's what he texted me. I'm not going to show you his name, but I'm just going to tell you guys. Look how he wakes up today. Look how he wakes up. Watch. 10:57. Good morning, champion. Blessed day, champion. Another day to grow. I'm trying to, bro. She's not doing too good. I said, you're doing great, brother. Keep your spirits up. 75% chance that she has to live. This is pretty much his wife, his significant other, somebody in the business, somebody on the team. These are the messages I'm getting this morning. This is what I know people are dealing with this week.
But on a brighter note, bro, we did reach over 1,500 organizational. But on a brighter note, bro.
On a brighter note, he's still talking about his goals. He's still talking about vision. He's still speaking positivity. Even though the doctor just said his loved one has a 75% chance to live. This is what some people are going through right now. So I wanted to share this to give you some perspective, because the next time that you think life is tough, life is a lot right now, there's somebody else that's going through a situation that I promise you they would be begging to deal with your set of cards. I promise you that. And these are things that I tell myself when life gets tough, when life gets hard, there's somebody that is praying on their knees that even if they could, they would do whatever it took to switch that deck of cards that they are dealt with. So that's number 3. Number 4 is delay. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait. Absolutely. God bless him. Don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment to say, you know what? I'm ready to go ahead and go after my life. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to actually see what I could do. And what I mean by this is don't wait till there's something ugly like this in life that happens. Till somebody gets super sickly, somebody's in the hospital, somebody passes away like my sister, like what I had to experience to really wake me up, to knock me out of my delay. Because I was delaying. I was sitting. I was waiting for the perfect moment until I finally saw there's no such thing as the perfect moment. And my mentor used to always ask me, he said, D, let me ask you, what is the perfect moment? What is that perfect? Is it a perfect sunny day? Is it a Friday? Is it August 13th? He's like, what's the perfect moment? And I remember sitting there and I couldn't give him an answer because I started to realize there is none. The perfect moment is when we decide to create the moment. We can keep waiting for opportunity. We can go out and create it. And living in my car, 30K in debt, homeless, I didn't have money to get started. So I could say, you know what? I can keep waiting for the perfect day, or I can go out, I can create my perfect day. And I sold my TV. I sold my Xbox to spend the $200 I didn't even have, because I noticed these things are not bringing anything back in my life. And I knew it would come back 10x because I believed in myself. And I'm willing to bet on myself 10 out of 10 times. Let me ask you that question. Are you willing to bet on yourself? Because we might have bet on a lot of other people in our life. But I want to ask this question. Betting on yourself, do you believe that we can go out and achieve a life of our dreams? That we can go out and achieve a life of abundance? Drop some 555s if you believe that is so. Because I'll be the first to tell you, I know it is. You just got to meet halfway. That's how God works. We got to be able to meet him halfway. He said, I was listening to a sermon the other day, and they said, God will pay us whatever we want at the prices of our labor and the prices of our belief in ourselves. What belief do we have, and what type of work are we willing to put in to back that faith up? And if the answer is yes, the abundance, the blessings is more than we could even dream of. I'm telling you. How is there 15-year-olds making $22 million? How is there 20-year-olds living in Thailand, living a time freedom lifestyle, paying off their parents' mortgage? Because these things exist. So this is my trading family. I hope you got a little bit of value. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a blessed day, and let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's grow.